All right, so I did today's videos a little bit differently. I decided to split the video into two parts, as I had mentioned yesterday. This video is going to focus on some showcases, first with some vintage, with a really good range, looking at some lower and mid-range to high-end vintage. I get that a lot of people that are interested in watching national videos want to see kind of a full range of prices and that sort of thing. So I found a booth that really had a great selection. So that's coming up in this video. I also found another booth. I shouldn't say found a booth. I've actually known the guy for quite a while. ABC Sports Cards, which is run by Dan Deering, a guy I've known for a long time. Always has a great booth, always super busy because one, he's priced fair, and two, he does a lot of buying during the show. What I like about his booth is that he has a really good range of a lot of modern, which will be the main focal point. There's some more vintage stuff in there as well. If you want to count like 90s as vintage and stuff like that, but there are some older cards, but the main focus there would be on modern. But it's on there's a full range of prices, which is really nice. And so I'll show you the high end there, I'll show you some of the mid end, and I'll show you some of the lower priced items that are really affordable for people that visit his booth. With that said, if you haven't already, if you'd consider subscribing to the channel, that would be great. And stay tuned after these showcases because I'll have a brief segment there on today's pickups, and man, I got a couple of really good ones. All right, I'm here at the Batter's Box. They have really across the board vintage multi-sport. So if you're looking for vintage, they have a really nice selection here. So we'll go ahead and show you some of these cases.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Moving on to some basketball here. I like this booth especially because they have a range of prices on a lot of these different cards. So, you know, there's some higher end, but there's some mid-range and some lower price stuff as well. I got a nice selection. Apologies with the lighting in here, it's a little bit tricky. Got some boxing.
Go left.
size 57 tops. Got some non-sport here too. Tina Turner. Elvis. Some more hockey.
I'll never.
And some vintage hockey. Lighting's a little bit difficult in this area. Again, I apologize. I'll do my best here. It's actually really bright, which is good for looking at really any cards. Grew up in the 80s and 90s. This is a cool little run here. We got a 1, 2. Looks like we're missing the 3. Got a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Upper deck Griffey ladder. That 3 might be under that one over there. So full ladder, 5,500. Alright, so I've known Dan Deering for quite a while now, and what I really like about his booth is there's a nice range of cards, ranging from, you know, low to mid-end to high-end. So I wanted to show a few of his cases here at the show so you can get a good idea of what he has. And also, if you're looking for a wide range of things, this is a good place to go. I like that Peyton Manning.
I saw Eric for like 30 seconds. Either today or yesterday. Like days. I don't know if they're not days. Since the beginning of yesterday. Yeah, you know, I like it. You know, what was such a we're supposed to go to the Amalfi Coast this year. We decided to go to London instead. We were to London instead. We were there the first week of June. So you never get to see me like with everything. I'm all the way over there, all the way over there. Okay.
What I would do is take it to him and try it for you.
Isn't that fun?
trades go through that guy right there in the Davis jersey.
Oh, okay.
See it? Yeah. I'll let you reach in and get it. There's a point on it. And that's why I'm waiting.
You know what? Like, I want to give you
like I said, I always just really like the range of cards that Dan always has. And he's always fair to work with. I've had nothing but really good experiences with him as a dealer.
All right, quality over quantity. First pickup today, I picked up a 2023 Prism Victor Wembanyama variation. I paid sticker for this. I know looking on eBay, that's about what they sell for. You might see one a little bit higher, a little bit lower, whatever the case may be. I had actually done a little bit of research on this, and the base Prism Wembanyama pop is like 44,000 cards total, with like 16,000 base 9s. I mean, the numbers are just astronomical. But this is the variation, and so I researched the variation pop numbers, and the pop on the variation is actually 150. I think this is actually a pretty sneaky good card. Like I said, the pop of a 9 is 150, and there's only 41 10s. So you go from a total pop of 44,000 to 190, at least in a 9 and a 10, and that's a huge difference. So I paid the 40 bucks. I was good with it. I don't know. I think that's a sneaky good card, actually. Second one I got, so the VIP lounge is upstairs this year, and when you go up there to like take a break, whatever the case may be, eat some lunch, I went there about like 1 o'clock or so today, and you'll find that a lot of people have cards out on their table. They're basically, you know, trading cards or selling cards in there, whatever the case may be. And I found a card that caught my eye and actually ended up buying it. And that's my second biggest pickup of the day. It is a 2018 Panini Prism Mosaic Red Luka rookie. This is a beauty. This one's PSA 10. Looking at the pop, this is a pop 45. I don't know. I've mentioned it before that I think Luka's like a top 3 player in the NBA, and he's in the biggest market in Los Angeles. I just think he's primed for just a great year. And so I was looking for Luka stuff. He had a 450 sticker on it. I offered 400 and he took it. So it's the first time I ever owned one of these. I have a base Mosaic, but I've never owned a color of any kind. So this is my first. So picked that up for 400 bucks. And then my biggest pickup of the day, and I'm super pumped about this card. It is incredibly rare. If you haven't seen this card, you might not recognize exactly what it is or how rare it is. It's a 2018 Panini Contenders Optic Preview Luka rookie. It's basically like a refractor or a silver, if you will. And on the back, it says preview. But the catch with this, so I've mentioned many times that I'm not huge on autographs. I have a handful in my collection, but I'm not really big on autographs. I really, really like this card, and it is exceptionally rare. The total pop count for this card in all grades for PSA is 14. And the total pop in a 9, there's 8 of them. So this is exceptionally rare, and I had looked online. They've sold as much as a couple $1,000s in the past. There was a recent sale right around 800, so I actually went ahead and offered 800, and the seller accepted. I don't know. It's interesting. I hear people talk about how, well, you know, if I want to go to the National to pay eBay prices, I'll just stay home and you know, buy the cards on eBay. The catch is, though, this exact copy with the same serial number, same seller, was on eBay for $3,000 or best offer. And you can see the sticker there. And like I said, I paid $800. There are none on eBay. I was talking to a fellow YouTuber, Brad, today, that I kind of met in as I was walking to another booth, and he had picked up a bunch of really rare Dan Marinos. And we kind of had a good discussion. I showed him this Luka, and we had a really good discussion because it's basically like, you know, this is the type of stuff that we come to the National to get. You know, the National, for me and the crew that I'm with, it is a social thing too. It's part of a vacation, you know. But it's also about finding things that you can't regularly find. And this is another example. I did not have this card on my list because I was barely aware that it even exists. I probably saw it at some point, but it's the only one I saw at the show, and it's highly likely that there are no others at the show. So, big part about the National is finding that rare stuff that you can't find in other locations. Now, I have one other big card that I have not picked up yet. There's one copy of it at the show. I'm really mulling it over. That may be the pickup that I make tomorrow. I'm going to kind of leave that as a little cliffhanger here to see, one, if it's available still tomorrow, and two, if I decide to buy it. But I hope that you're finding the things that you're looking for, and we'll see you in the next video.